Hey guys, Austin here with the pregame report between the Edmonton Oilers and the Toronto Maple Leafs. Just a few pregame notes here before I get into the actual pregame report. Last year, the team split their season series. They each went 1-1. Of course, that game in Edmonton, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins beat the crap out of Justin Holl after he hit Yamamoto. We love to see that from the Nuge. Honestly, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, kind of an underrated fighter, and he hasn't fought, I think, since that game, so he's kind of due. Maybe he'll drop the gloves again tonight. Now, the Leafs, they have won their last 10 games in their last 15 against the Oilers, so the Leafs seem to have the Oilers number, but these are a different Oilers team than the Leafs used to play. Better coached, in my opinion, and I think the Oilers are going to be up to the challenge tonight. Now, Toronto, like Edmonton, is currently holding on to a wild card spot in the playoff race out east. Both teams were expected to be division or conference leaders, but inconsistency and especially goaltending have created a grind for the two Canadian teams. Toronto, as we all know, Ilya Samsonov, he was sent to the minors just like Jack Campbell was. These two teams have a lot of parallels with each other. They're top heavy. Their goaltending's been shaky. They haven't found a whole lot of consistency. They're battling for a wild card spot at the moment. So I think we're going to have a very entertaining game on our hands. Now, on paper, Edmonton and Toronto match up well. As I said, there's a lot of high-end scoring talent, an okay bottom six for both teams, and defense that does leave a lot to be desired, though I do give the edge to Edmonton, especially under Paul Coffey and Chris Knoblauch. Edmonton's defense is much, much improved. We love to see it. Now, with all those notes out of the way, let's jump into the pregame report. But first, just a list of injuries for you guys, just something I'm going to add to these pregame reports, just if you're keeping track at home. This might be important to you. For Toronto, Matt Murray, John Klingberg, Joseph Woll, Ryan Reeves, and Ty Voigt are out for the Leafs. And for Edmonton, Sam Gagner is listed as day-to-day, and so is Ryan McLeod, although I do expect Ryan McLeod to play versus the Leafs tonight. Now, let's get into the actual pregame report here, starting with the Toronto Maple Leafs. They are 21-12-8. In their last 10 games, they are 4-4-2. They are 12th in expected goals for percentage at 52.76%. They have the 6th best power play in the league at 25.8%. They have the 24th ranked penalty kill at 77.1%. They score 3.51 goals per game, which ranks 5th. They give up 3.24 goals per game, which ranks 21st. And they have a team save percentage at even strength of 89.95%, which ranks 16th. Now, looking over on the Oilers side, they are 23-15-1, and look at that number just underneath their record. Their last 10, they are 10-0-0. They have won 10 straight games. Their expected goals for is 58.96%, which ranks number 1 in the entire NHL. Their power play continues to kind of struggle a little bit, but it did come up clutch against the Montreal Canadiens. It ranks 7th at 25.2%. Their penalty kill continues to be strong. It ranks 11th in the league at 81%. They give up 3.49 goals per game, which ranks 6th. Their goals against, they score 3.49 goals per game, which ranks 6th. They give up 3 goals per game, which ranks 13th. And their team save percentage at even strength has climbed all the way up to 90.79%. It is in the top 10 in the league now. Stuart Skinner, Calvin Pickard, they have found a way to turn this goaltending situation around for Edmonton, and we absolutely love to see it. I give the edge in expected goals for to Edmonton. I give the edge in the penalty kill to Edmonton. I give the edge in goals against per game to Edmonton and team save percentage. The Leafs hold the edge in power play percentage and goals for per game. Now, my score prediction tonight between these two powerhouses: 5-4 Oilers in overtime. I think this team's the style of game, I think it's going to be wide open. I know both teams generally play pretty, I would say, patient. I do watch a lot of Leafs games on Hockey Night in Canada. They don't really push the pace, and I know Edmonton, they look for opportunities to pounce on mistakes, but I think with this type of matchup, and you have the Matthews and McDavid, you have Marner and Draisaitl, you have Tavares and Nugent-Hopkins, you've got these matchups, you've got guys that are willing to prove themselves, and it's going to be a game that's broadcast nationally across Canada. Both teams are going to be coming out of the gate hot. It's going to be a highly entertaining game, and I'm going to pick the Oilers in overtime. Now, my player to watch, is going to be Zach Hyman. He did not make the All-Star game, unfortunately, through the fan vote. It would have been awesome to see Zach Hyman play in his home city of Toronto in front of those fans and represent the Oilers, which means I think Zach Hyman, he's got a chip on his shoulder now, and he's going to have a great game against his former team. Don't be surprised to see Zach Hyman score 1 or 2 goals, and he's going to be an absolute pest out there for the Oilers. As always, guys, I want to know your game day predictions. I want to know your thoughts about this game coming up. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section below. Give me your game day predictions. Give me your score predictions. I want to hear about all of it. And as always, if you like this video, make sure you hit like. If you really liked it, make sure you hit subscribe. And we will see you in the post-game debrief. Thank you guys so much. Take care.